Hi students, this is another question for helical gear. I can read the question. A compressor running at 350 rpm is driven by a 120 kilowatt motor running at 1400 rpm. The center distance is 400 mm and helix angle is 25 degree. The motor pinion is made of a forged steel and the driven gear is cast steel. Design the gear using 20 degree full depth involute system. So here we can identify it is a helical gear because the helix angle is given, that is equal to 25 degree, and we can write the given data. Motor speed is given, that is the driver speed N1 is equal to 1400 rpm. Then the compressor speed, that is the driven, we can write it as N2 is equal to 350 rpm. So here the speed is reduced from 1400 to 350 rpm, and the power is given, that is equal to 120 kilowatt, and the center distance is 400 mm. Helix angle beta is equal to 25 degree and the pressure angle is 20 degree full depth involute, and we have to design a helical gear, and we know that I is equal to, that is a speed ratio. Using this equation we can identify the value of I, that is equal to 4, and once we get the value of I, then we can calculate other values that from this equation, that is the center distance is also given, that is equal to 400 mm. We can write it as d1 plus d2 divided by 2, and the value of d1 we can calculate using this equation because the value of I is given calculated, that is 4. Using this equation we can find d1 and d2, that is equal to 160 and 640 mm. Then next we can go for the material properties. For a pinion, the material is a forged steel. From the table 12.7, we can take the value of sigma d and BHN, that is Brinell hardness number, and stress we can take from that table. That is a value for forged steel is 220 megapascal and for a cast steel is 193 megapascal. Here they are used two materials, so we have to find the strength factor. Before that we have to assume a value, that is the number of teeth on pinion, that is assumed as a 20, and using this equation we can calculate the value of Z2, that is equal to the number of teeth on pinion, that is equal to 80 mm. Then after this is a helical gear, so we have to calculate the virtual number of teeth. Virtual number of teeth we can calculate using this equation 12.52a, that is Ze is equal to Z divided by cos q beta. From this equation, using this equation we can find the value of Ze1 and Ze2, that we will get 27 and it is Ze2 for 108. Then next we have to design for pinion or gear, so we have to identify which one is weaker. Using the strength factor equation, that is sigma d into y, we can find the value, and the value of y is directly given in the data book, that is 12.17b. Using this equation we can find the value of y, then y1 and y2. Using sigma d, that is strength factor equation, we can find the value of strength factor using this equation. For a pinion the value is 26.44 and for a gear the value is 28.21. So we can conclude this step as sigma d1 into y1, that is only for pinion, the value is less, so design is based only on pinion. Then next we can find the value of Mn, that is module. From the equation 12.60, the value of Mn is given, that is square root of Ft into Cw whole divided by sigma d Cv k into y. Using this equation we can find the value of Mn. Before that we have to find the value of Cv. For that we need V. V we can calculate from pi dn by 60. Here the N1 is given, but d1 is not given, but we calculated the value of d1. Using that value we can find the value of v. Here it is 11.72. So we can take the value of Cv from the table, from the equation 12.61c, because the value of Cv in between 10 to 20 meter per second of v. So that is 15.25 divided by 15.25 plus v. So using that equation we will get the value of Cv. After that we can calculate Ft. We can calculate Ft is equal to 1000 PCS divided by V. The value equation is given in 12.20a, and assume that this working section, that is this system is on moderate shock and working for 8 to 10 hours. That is the general concept and general assumption. For that the value of Cs is equal to 1.5, and using that value we can find out what is the value of Ft. Then we can find the value of Y. Capital Y is a form factor, that is equal to pi into y1. Y1 we already calculated, so we can calculate value of Y. Next, the value of K is not given, so we can assume it as 15. We take this value as 15 because it is a helical gear. For a spur gear we have taken it as a 10. And the value of Cw, it is also, we can assume from table 12.21, that is equal to 1.15. Using these values we can calculate the value of Mn and assume and standardize that module. Here it is 5 mm, that we can standardize using the table 12.2. Then number of pinion on teeth, using this module we can calculate the number of pinion on teeth, that is 29, and number of teeth on gear, that is equal to 116 teeth. Okay, then next we can calculate ZE and ZE1 and ZE2, that is the virtual number of teeth on pinion and virtual number of teeth on gear. So it is easily we can calculate because we already done this method and this calculation. After that we can check calculate the phase width using Mn, that we will get it as 75 mm. Now we can check the calculated values are safe or not. So for that we can take the value, take the equation 12.54 from the data book, that is B minimum is equal to 1.15 pi into Mn divided by sin theta. So using this equation, all the values we already calculated, or the values are given or we calculated. For using this equation we will get it is 42.74, but here we can identify that the value of B is equal to 75 mm. So value of B, that is calculated value, is greater than B minimum. Now we got it only 42.74. So our design assumptions are safe. Now we can go for sigma D1. Check for sigma D1. And from equation 12.59, Ft is equal to sigma D into Cv into B into Y into Mn divided by Cw. And here the Y also we already calculated. Substituting these values, we can identify we can take the value of sigma D from this equation. That value is 203. We will get 203 megapascal. But the given value, or we take a value from the data book, it is 220 megapascal. So which is less than the taken value, that is calculated values are less than the permissible value. So the assumptions are satisfactory. So we can go, it is a safe design. Then we can finalize the phase width, that is equal to 75 mm. Next we can calculate dynamic tooth load. Using that equation 12.62, we can take this equation 12.62. Fd is equal to Ft plus K3, which is a lengthy equation. Here the main difference is there is a beta element is here with the trigonometric expansion, that is cos square beta and cos beta here. So substitute this helix angle here, helix angle we can calculate all other values. It is similar to spur gear method. And using the table and using these values, it is already given in the data book itself. So using these values you can calculate the value of Fd. Using calculator you will get it is as 36.2 into 10 raised to 3 Newton. Then next we can go for Fs, that is endurance strength. That is also already given in the data book 12.63. Fs is equal to sigma E and B into Y into Mn. And substituting all these values we will get Fs is equal to 53.1 10 raised to 3 Newton. Here the Fs is greater than Fd. The material is safe against static tooth load. Next is a dynamic tooth load. We can denote it as wear tooth load. We can denote it as Fw, that is equal to D1 BQK divided by cos Q beta from the equation 12.64, and the diameter we already taken. Using these equations we can calculate, or we can find the value of Fw. The value of Fw will get using these values, and the value will become 5.9 into 10 raised to 3. But here the value is, we can write this as, since Fw is less than Fd, the pinion is subjected to rapid wear and hence has to surface hardening to higher BHN. So that is we can conclude this step as here, this statement, and after that we have to find the safest BHN, that is FW greater than FD. For that FW equation we know, that is d1bqk divided by cos beta, and the FD we already calculated, that is 36.2, and using this equation find the value of k, that is equal to 1 point, we can calculate as 1.548. So from the table 12.16 we can take the value of BHN, that is Brinell hardness number, for the value of k, that is 1.58, it will become 350, and BHN2 we can take it as 300. So thus we can conclude the design of helical gear. Thank you.